What's up, everybody? In today's episode, I'm going to be telling you why you should trust a person's actions rather than their words, and how that's going to help you be able to possibly move negative and unwanted people out of your life. Stay tuned. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Motivator here, back in here for another episode of the Mr. Motivator YouTube channel. As always, I like to take the time to thank y'all all for tuning in to today's episode. Like that, let's just get started. So, like I said in the intro, for this episode, I'm going to be talking about why you should trust a person's actions rather than their words, and how that's going to possibly help you be able to remove some of them unwanted and negative people out your life. So, just understand something. It's always important to trust a person's actions rather than their words. You know, people could tell you one thing from today to tomorrow, and they still don't change their actions. You know, you ever heard the saying, you walk the walk? Some people talk the talk, some people walk the walk. Some people just talking out here. They're not really about nothing. They're not really who they say they are. You'll find out if them people are who they say they are. You know, a lot of times adversity defines character. So people be in adverse times, they might be saying they're gonna do this and do that to get out them times. Or if you be in adverse times, look, I'm gonna help you out, I'm gonna be there for you, hit my phone, call me. Them people don't be there. They leave you out there on your own. So you always gotta trust a person's actions rather than their words. You know, I'm the type of person who take a person's words with a grain of salt. I don't sit there and run with their words. I don't sit there and, I'm going to just take that at heart, face value, like, well, he or she said they was going to do this, so this, that, and the third. Man, I've been let down many times in my life before by my parents, the whole nine, you know, family, people that I would deem I would trust the most, and I've been let down before. Remember, a lot of times my mom said, look, I'm going to take you downtown, we're going to go shopping. They used a bush excuse like, oh, well, it's raining outside, so we can't go today. Then the next day it's sunny and we never go to that motherfucker. We just, ask her the same thing. And like, I'd rather you keep it 100 with me and tell me, look, we're not going because I don't have the money or this, that, and the third. Then you sitting there bush around and telling me a whole bunch of nonsense, and I hated that as a kid. So that kind of helped me as I got older to not believe people's word like that. Like, if it happens, it's gonna happen, but I'm not gonna put too much expectations on that. The only expectations I'm putting out here is on myself, because I know I wouldn't lie to myself, and sit up here and jive around with myself like that. So just understand that at some point in time, you're gonna start noticing people patterns rather than their words. I had plenty of friends who sat there and said that, watch, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And, a year go by, they still in that same position. 2 years go by, or they had a chance to capitalize, they didn't do anything about it. So you start to understand who people are. You start to understand who you need to have around you and who you kind of don't need. Like, this person ain't really about nothing. They talk a good game, but they ain't really about no action or nothing like that. So start trusting people's actions rather than their words. You got a man, you got a woman, they could sit there, they could cheat on you one time, they could tell you, look, it ain't gonna happen no more, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do right by you, and next thing you know, they still turn around doing the same thing. By the way, if you're one of those people out there, if you got cheated on, I think you should kick that can down the street. Like, not trying to be funny or nothing, but you should let that go, man. If you take that back, then you only open up the Pandora's box for somebody to just keep doing that to you over and over. Like, I just learned how I could get over on you and some makeup sex or whatever the case may be, and next thing you know, you forget about it. Drink, whatever, makeup shopping, whatever, and you forget about it. So you leave that door open for somebody to treat you like that. So just keep that in mind, that you gotta trust a person's actions rather than just their words. A person can say one thing. Now, as I get older, I start to realize rarely do people say one thing and they actually go through with it. And it could be a multitude of reasons. Maybe it just didn't work out for them. But what I mean by that mainly is a person will say one thing and don't even try to do the thing that they say. It's different if a person put an effort to it and they try and things just didn't work out their way. But when a person sit there and tell you they're going to do one thing, then they just sit on their ass and they don't really, don't do much about it. They drag their feet, or, they switch up the story down the line. They just going to do this and now they're doing that. And you start realizing the patterns about people. So understand, if you got some friends around you, they say one thing, you trying to get them ambitious and rally them up and, galvanize them to really go ahead for their goals in life, and they ain't really trying to do nothing with themselves. They telling you the same thing, man. I'm gonna go back to school. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put that business together, and they really ain't doing nothing. They just still, every time you see them, they hitting the blunt. They got the drink and they chilling out. Kind of let you know who your friends are. It's a good saying out there that say, "Show me who your friends are, and I'll show you what your future gonna be." So keep that in mind. People you hang around got an influence on you. If you hang around a bunch of people that's just talkers, they not doers, then what you think you gonna be? Because you're gonna start slacking off on yourself. You're gonna start thinking it's okay and just say one thing, and I'll do it. I'll probably get started next week. I'll get started tomorrow. Don't start letting their habits become your habits. People form a lot of bad habits and they don't know how to kick them habits, and they trip over their own feet. Then they end up trying to blame life and blame this person, blame that person. It was my mom, it was this, my upbringing. At some point in time, you've grown. Take responsibility for your own actions. Do what you gotta do for yourself. And besides that, just trust a person's words. Trust a person's actions, not their words. Take their words with a grain of salt, because you don't really know them like that as much as you think you might know them. So that's all I wanted to say for this episode. I wanted to keep it a little short and brief this time around. If you feel what I'm saying, you already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate that. Tune into the next episode. Hit that little notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you're new to the channel, as I like to say in previous videos, I like to help motivate and galvanize people while just talking about things that happen and occur in our everyday lives, even if it's just trending topics as well. So if you like that content, you already know what to do. It's your boy, Mr. Motivated here, y'all. Catch y'all in the next episode, y'all. I'm out. Y'all have a good day.